in the sky. It's a bird.
It's a plane!
What is up, guys? Kid Critic is back with this 4th Star Wars review that is a part of the Star Wars marathon that I'm doing, watching every Star Wars movie leading up to Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. And today I'm here to review Rogue One, a Star Wars story, which is directed by Gareth Edwards and stars Felicity Jones, and it's about... Former scientist Galen Erso lives on a farm with his wife and young daughter Jyn. His peaceful existence comes crashing down when the evil Orson Krennic takes him away from his beloved family. Many years later, Galen becomes the Empire's lead engineer for the most powerful weapon in the galaxy, the Death Star. Knowing that her father holds the key to its destruction, Jyn joins forces with a spy and other resistance fighters to steal the space station's plans for the Rebel Alliance. Alright, now with all of that out of the way, Joker, may you please start this video for us.
And here we go.
Okay, so when Rogue One was announced, I was like, alright, this can be interesting, but we'll see what happens. I love the trailers, but obviously there's a bunch of problems behind the scenes with the film, obviously with tons of reshoots, but I mean, yes, every movie has reshoots, but this one was just like, what is going on here? And coming out of the movie, at least the first time around, I was like, that was awesome, and I still really enjoy this movie to this day. Alright, now let's start off with the first pro, and I feel like I say this for almost every review, to the point where I'm like, should I even say it anymore unless it's not good? And that is the performances. I mean, you have Felicity Jones in there. She is really good. Diego Luna is also phenomenal as well. And the rest of the cast is also solid. I mean, yeah. However, the standout is Ben Mendelsohn as Orson Krennic. Ben Mendelsohn is amazing in this movie. And the character of Krennic, look, obviously this movie, a lot of people talk about, oh my gosh, there's no character development in Rogue One. And I get that argument. I mean, there's a bunch of characters in here that have, like, no development, like that Baze character, like that pilot character that I don't even remember his name. Like, characters like that, I'm like, they're pretty useless. But Krennic, that character, he was an amazing villain, played by a great actor. And I enjoyed every second he was on screen. Then obviously, the action. The action is phenomenal. The third act is the best part in my opinion, as I'm sure most of you will agree with. I mean, not everyone agrees with, because you know everything's subjective. But the third act, in my opinion, is absolutely incredible, because it's like, wow, this feels like a Star Wars epic war movie. And then just to put the cherry on top, you got Vader. That final sequence, alright, I was not expecting that, because when I watched the film for the first time, I was like, okay, you hear the breathing and I feel, okay, it's gonna turn to black. And then he takes out the lightsaber, I'm like, oh man, but I felt like it was gonna end right there. No. And then he starts slashing down some fools as they're trying to escape with the plans. It was intense, it was nerd chilling, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is Vader in his prime. Okay, now let's talk about the cons. Now, I've kind of already hinted at one of my cons, and that is there are some useless characters like Baze, like that pilot character that I don't even remember the name of. And Saw Gerrera, I mean, in this film, if you're talking about this movie, he was a little bit annoying. However, I did really enjoy the Jyn Erso character, the casting character. I thought K2SO was really funny, and just he has a lot of good moments in this film. And then obviously Donnie Yen, I mean, he's beating up stormtroopers with a stick, and it looks awesome. Now my second con of the movie is that, look, I love Michael Giacchino. I think he is one of the best composers working today. However, I feel like there's a lot of moments in this movie where I felt the score was just like off-putting. It did not feel like Star Wars, like especially in the beginning. I felt most of it in the first half than in the second half, because like there's moments where it's just like brr, brr. It's like, goodness gracious, like what is this? So overall, I really enjoy Rogue One. If you were to point out like what Star Wars movie feels more like a war film, you definitely choose Rogue One. I thought they introduced some really cool characters, and yes, some of the characters were pretty useless and did have some problems with the score, but I mean, you also have Darth Vader in there. I mean, how can that go wrong? But that's it. I want to give Rogue One a 4.25 out of 5 Fernies. I really dug what they did with this movie, and with that said, tell me down in the comment section below, what did you think of Rogue One, a Star Wars story? Have you not even seen it yet? Or do you ever plan on seeing it? And what is your anticipation level for episode 9? And don't forget to like and subscribe, because that is very important. And as always, in every single Kid Critic video, look out for the next video or review. And peace.